It's the internet. You're busy. Let's go ahead and do this. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I really do appreciate y'all. So we are going to go ahead and set up game 3 of the campaign Gauntlet, which is Apocalypse. And if you were here last time, you know that Rocket was able to successfully take down the 4 horsemen. And he was going to take a vacation. He wasn't supposed to be here today. But it was told him that there are a bunch of minions in this encounter. And while you're not supposed to be here today, Rocket, minion killing is what you do best. So you are going to show up here now. So I'm going to go ahead and fix the encounter deck. We are going to go ahead and do the Daring Lime encounter method, which is shuffle standard 1 and standard 2 together and shuffle 10 cards from that new pile into the encounter deck. I was going to do this before I started recording, but I forgot, so we're just going to keep it rocking. Move my big head out the way. All right, so Apocalypse 1, which is the scenario we're doing today, is very different from a lot of other scenarios, primarily because we have to do a whole bunch of nonsense before we can even start playing. So, Scheme 1, Age of Apocalypse. Set each unused prelate minion and the Tyrant's Throne side scheme. Reveal the setup. Reveal the Heart of the Empire side scheme. And then the first player reveals a random set-aside prelate minion. Heart of the Empire side scheme. Threat cannot be removed while prelate is in play. When defeated, first player reveals a new minion. Deal each other player an encounter card and flip this card over. Side B. Age of Apocalypse. X is the number in Apocalypse's printed hit point value. Right now it is 8. When Apocalypse would be defeated, discard each attachment from him, heal all damage from him instead, and remove X threat from this scheme, including any crisis icons. Apocalypse himself. Toughness. Toughness. When the main scheme is completed, remove all threat and flip this card to the next stage. So actually, I think we do Apocalypse 2 for setup. Yeah, according to the campaign, we do Apocalypse 2. So we'll deal with that in a moment. So there's Apocalypse 2. When the main scheme's completed, remove all threat and flip the card. All right, for the campaign setup, shuffle the Age of Apocalypse modular set into the encounter deck. I did. Random select one of the available mission side schemes available. So right now, the only side schemes we have that we can work with are Sabotage the Seawall, step back a minute here. So, let's step back a minute here. So, because the setup for Apocalypse does include the Infinites Encounter set, Gene Pool is back in play. So I'll go ahead and set you up. So we have all these side schemes to worry about. One threat on the main scheme, 2 on Heart of the Empire, and 4 on Gene Pool. All right, now that that's done, we have to, the protect the seawall. Shuffle the North American seawall scheme into the encounter deck, which is that. I'll shuffle that to the encounter deck in a moment. You guys go away, you guys go away, you guys go away, and the rest of y'all go away. Now for the mission set, same as always, we have to deal with the Sabotage Seawall Encounter scheme. And we also have a mission, I'm sorry, not a prelate, we have an Overseer to work with. So the choices are Mr. Sinister, the Sugar Man, and the Shadow King. So we shuffle the 3 of them together. And going over to the mission area will be Mr. Sinister, okay. As part of the setup for the first scheme, we have to pick one of the available Overseers to start out with. So starting out in play will be Mikhail Rasputin. Toughness, forced response when he attacks me, deal 1 damage to my identity, okay? So I have to defeat Mikhail before I can touch that main scheme. Apocalypse is tough, Mikhail is tough, and Rocket Raccoon is just gonna shoot things. We'll shuffle the main deck. Now we deal with the player deck. Shuffle all this for the encounter. I selected for the campaign setup, I selected an available mission. I selected an Overseer, take control of mission team, and search the encounter deck for an ally. Well, it's Venom's back in play. Oh, and also because of the last campaign, I get to take an upgrade from any aspect and put it in, take 1 copy of that aspect upgrade and put it in my deck. The upgrade I ended up choosing was, the upgrade I picked was Under Surveillance. Attached to the main scheme, increase the target value of set scheme by 4. And I picked Under Surveillance primarily because these main schemes get weird and these other side schemes have a lot of acceleration icons on them. And I'm trying to make sure that he does not flip that far down. All right, so Venom is one of my cards that start with Starting hand is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Toys are Rocket Pistol Firepower, Rocket Pistol Ingenuity, Throg, and Venom. I will get rid of a pistol and a firepower. So 4, 5, and 6. All right. Your toys are Schadenfreude Battery Pack, Pistol, Ingenuity, Throg, and Venom. All right, I'll do Battery Pack and Schadenfreude. Hey, this is me over in editing. I'm just going to jump in and quickly let y'all know this is going to be edited more than normal because without the editing, the video was about 2.5 hours long, and it was a whole lot of this. Because, yeah, I was getting abused in the early parts of this game. I am probably going to release a director's cut with the entire game on there, but still, just so you can go do something else with your day, not just spend it all with me. Although personally, I kind of want you to sometimes, but right now is not one of those times, so I definitely understand that. Either way, we should start it right around, I forget where, but it'll be at a point where it could be fun to watch narratively. Again, either way, thank y'all very much for hanging out with me. I appreciate you, and I will see y'all at the end of the video. All right, exhaust the particle cannon, lose a counter, deal 4 damage to an enemy. Will deal 4 damage to hard drive. So I did kill a minion. Did not do overkill, sadly. No, wait, no, we're come back. No, come back here. I just saw that. No, not yet. Exhaust martial prowess for 1. Mean swing for 2 resources. To pay for fusillade. Exhaust weapon upgrade at control. The particle cannon. Deal 5 damage to an enemy. So 7 damage total, which is excess. So Murdered You does kick in and I draw a card. All right. Rocket will flip to alter ego form. He's going to use Tinkering, discard a rocket launcher. Discard that to draw 2 cards. Gamora and Energy. Okay, better. Wait, 2, 3. To play Gamora. After I attack or thwart, discard the cards from my deck to deal an event and add the card to my hand, okay? All right, I will now exhaust, actually, no, I will not exhaust all heroes. I will instead exhaust the mission team, do a mission attempt. Okay, back over here. We haven't been here all game because we just been getting our teeth kicked in over on the other side. All right, so first things first. Discard X cards from the top of the mission deck. Discarding a pistol and a moment of triumph. Mr. Sinister's ability. Cannot assign resource cards with the same resource icon to more than one ally each mission attempt. So one of these lightnings are going away. I'll get rid of Moment of Triumph. and assign each of the discarded cards to a different ally at the mission. I'm assigning the pistol to Venom. So he is going on the mission. Then gather all the damage. So 3 damage to Mr. Sinister. And remove 2 threat from Sabotage the Seawall. And finally, 1 mission attempt counter. Alright, good job over here. Could have been better, but I understand. We'll continue with the main scheme. Alright, back over here. We will discard everything but the Genius. Everybody else straightens up. Wait a minute, where's my rocket launcher? Oh no, wait, there's particle cannon I kept. Rocket launcher I discarded. Everybody else straightens up. Drag up to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Toys are Ironheart, Salvage, Drax, Firepower, Flora and Fauna, and Genius. Our main schemes go up by 1, 2. Apocalypse schemes for 3 plus 3 and a tough card. Bad card is there is no deck, but that's okay. Apocalypse still drawing a card, but now he gets an acceleration icon. Bad card is Barrage, a Dark Rider. After he attacks, deal a damage to a character I control. Alright, gonna spend Salvage for 2. Response on Salvage. Get a card I can, a tech item from my discard pile, put on top of my deck. I'm gonna get the rocket launcher back. Spend 2 resources to play down Ironheart. So she'll draw a card. Oh, sorry, not the, my fault, grabbed the wrong card. I didn't grab it from my discard pile as opposed to top of my deck. So there's the rocket launcher. All right, going to exhaust Hall of Heroes, lose 3 counters, draw 3 cards. 1, 2, and 3. Destiny has come in my hand. Response after Destiny enters hand, remove 3 threat from the scheme. Remove 2 threat from the main scheme, excuse me. After Destiny enters your hand, remove 2 threat from the main scheme. All right, I'm gonna spend 2. Actually, no, before I do anything. Gamora will attack Barrage for 2. Her response after she attacks thwarts, discard cards from the top of my deck until I discard an event and add it to my hand. Not an event. An event, okay. All right, Rocket will flip to hero form. And Rocket will exhaust to remove... Hold on, what is Rocket removing? Oh yeah, it's removing 2 threats. So 2, 3. From Heart of the Empire. Very important, Heart of the Empire. When defeated, the first player reveals a random set-aside prelate and flip the card over. So Mikhail is dead. We killed him earlier. So the next minion that gets dealt to us is the Sugar Man. Toughness. Attack gains piercing. If it damages a character, heal 5 damage. Okay. And flip this card over. The Towering Citadel. 2 acceleration icons. And when defeated, blah, 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 blah. All right, Ironheart will exhaust to pop the tough away from Sugar Man. Oh no, wait, before I did all that. No, Ironheart will not pop the tough yet. Because before all that happened was during that original thwart, I was going to spend Ingenuity to play I've Got a Plan. After I thwart a scheme, ready Rocket, and I get an extra thwart. Now Ironheart will pop the tough off Sugar Man. I spend now I spend 3 resources. No, we'll keep 4. Yeah, 3 resources, that's fine. To play down the rocket launcher. Remove a charge counter and 2 damage to everybody. Alright, exhaust the rocket launcher. Deal 2 damage to the villain and each minion. So pop the tough off Apocalypse. 2 to Sugar Man and 2 to Barrage. Barrage only has 4, so he dies. Another counter on Hall of Heroes. Not enough triggered murdered you, but that's okay. Then we exhaust the particle cannon, lose a counter, deal 4 damage to a villain with overkill and ranged. So 4 damage to Sugar Man, it's 6. Follow through brings it to 7. So Sugar Man dies. 2 damage to Apocalypse. Another counter on Hall of Heroes. I'll spend 3 resources to bring Drax into play, who cannot attack minions. He can only attack the villain. Rocket will exhaust to put 1, 2, 3 damage on Apocalypse. Drax will exhaust to put 3 more damage on Apocalypse. I will keep Destiny for next turn. Everybody else straightens up. I will actually get rid of Destiny this turn. Yeah, we'll get rid of her. And draw back to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Towards our Pistol, Reload, Angela, Firepower, and Groot. One, 2, 3 on the main scheme. Apocalypse will attack for 3 plus. Ironheart will jump in the way of this one, so 3 plus 4. So Ironheart's done. Bad card is the Fittest attached to the minion with the highest hit points. Otherwise, the card gains Surge. So get Surge. Assault. When revealed, the villain attacks me. And so Apocalypse will hit Rocket for 3 plus 4. Okay. So Rocket's at 12. All right, Rocket will exhaust to remove 2, 3 threat from Towering Citadel. revealed another random set-aside prelate minion and reveal Tyrant's Throne. All right, the Tyrant's Throne. 3 whatchamacallit minions and, 3 acceleration icons, 4 threat, and the set-aside minion we will reveal is Abyss, Toughness, Victory. Abyss, Toughness, Victory 3, plus 2 hit points, and for each face-down card attached to him. After he attacks, attach the top card of the encounter deck face down. All right, I will exhaust Ingenuity to play down a pistol for Rocket. So that's 3 counters, and we have to start shooting with it. And remember, unlike last game, I was actually smart and got side holster in place, so I can have 3 of his guns out at once. All right, so first things first, we're going to exhaust Rocket's pistol, lose a counter, deal 2 damage to Abyss to lose the tough. Then we're going to exhaust the rocket launcher, lose a counter, deal 2 damage to the villain, and each minion engage with me. Actually, before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and play Angela. Search the top 10 cards of the encounter deck to get a minion. All right, the minion I got was Gauntlet. Gauntlet goes in over here. Now we're going to use the rocket launcher and deal 2 damage to the villain and each minion engaged with me. Two, and 2 more. All right, now we're going to exhaust the particle cannon, lose another counter, deal 4 damage to Abyss, gains overkill and range. So he had 2 on him. We had 2, deal 4 to 6. Follow through brings it to 7 total. Seven damage total on Abyss. 5 drops him. The remaining 2 go over to Apocalypse. For response on the main scheme, when Apocalypse will be defeated, remove X threat, where X is equal to the printed number on his scheme, on his hit points. So remove all his threat on that. Remove all his damage. Oh, sorry, there should be 4 threat on the Tyrant's Throne. I forgot about that. Oh, and there should have been another counter on there because Hall of Heroes did pop and kill a villain. I'll spend firepower for 1 to play Reload. Ready every tech upgrade I control. We will exhaust the pistol for 1 shot to hit Gauntlet for 2 more. Oh, sorry, not Gauntlet, Gauntlet. Gauntlet is from DC. Gauntlet is from Marvel. All right, exhaust Angela. Hit Gauntlet for 2 more. Another token on Hall of Heroes. Drax will hold up, and Gamora will also hold up. We will flip to alter ego form. I will discard Groot. Everybody else will ready up. We will attempt the mission again next turn. And we'll draw to 6. So 1. Bad card for decking out. Sorry, bad card 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Those are firepower, firepower, power of aggression, mean swing, flora and fauna, and fusillade. Okay. All right. So exhausted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 threat. On the main scheme, box schemes for 3 plus 1. Deal a damage, boost card. Deal 1 damage to an ally at the mission. Okay, Venom will take damage over on the mission. And give the attacking enemy an additional boost card. Additional boost card is 4. So he is at 9 for the main scheme. Reveal cards. Bad cards are, first things first. Caught off guard, discard an upgrade or support I control. I will discard follow through. Second bad card. Total Annihilation, gained Surge. Second bad card is Infinite Soldier. All right, I'm going to exhaust Hall of Heroes, lose 3 counters to draw 3 cards. Destiny did enter hand, so when Destiny enters your hand, remove 2 threat from the, when Destiny enters your hand, remove 2 threat from the main scheme. I took 2 and 3 and Ingenuity for 4. No, wait. Angela's going to swing to hit the Infinite Soldier for 2. So now 2, 3, and 4 to bring Destiny into play. You can only have 3 allies at once, so Angela's out. Destiny will exhaust to remove 3 threat from the Tyrant's Throne. Gamora will exhaust to remove the last threat from the Tyrant's Throne. When revealed, first player reveals a random prelate minion. We flip this card over and reveal no longer worthy. No longer worthy. Attach to Apocalypse and heal 5 damage from him. The Force Interrupt on the main scheme no longer is in effect. He cannot take damage while a prelate is in play. And if we defeat him, we win. So the last prelate that's available for us to do something with is the Shadow King. And he is tough and engages the first player. Okay. So we will deal with him in a few minutes. But for right now, we're going to exhaust the mission team and try to complete the mission. Or as they say in game, make a mission attempt. Welcome back to the side mission on here. Step 1, discard X cards. Strength and a battery pack. Alright, Mr. Sinister. Players cannot assign resource cards with more than the same icon to more than one ally. That's okay. Venom will take the strength. Deadpool will take the battery pack. Then we gather up the damage. So 3 damage, 2 damage. So 5 more damage to Sinister. So he dead, but it don't matter. So 2 threat. 2 threat. Second mission attempt completed. We will come back here later. All right, we will flip Rocket will exhaust to heal 3 damage. Because he hits because Apocalypse hits way too hard to chance it, even with all the extra hit points I have. But now he will flip to hero form. Rocket will exhaust the pistol, lose the last counter to ping the tough off of Shadow King. We'll use Power of Aggression to pay for 2 resources for playing for a red card to play Fusillade. Exhaust a weapon I control. We'll exhaust the rocket launcher. No, we'll exhaust we will exhaust the rocket launcher. Deal 5 damage to an enemy. Drop 5 damage on the Shadow King, so he's dead. Drax will now exhaust, take another damage. Deal 3 damage to Apocalypse. Oh, I didn't even look at my hand. I could have been smarter, but the game's almost over, so all right, fine. Exhaust the particle cannon, lose the last counter. Deal 4 damage to an enemy. We'll deal it to Apocalypse. Bring him to 7. I will exhaust Ingenuity for 1 to play Reload. Ready every tech upgrade I control. Ingenuity is not tech, so my bad. And then I will exhaust Martial Prowess, generate a fist resource to play for an attack event, and I will play Firepower. Exhaust up to 3 weapon upgrades I control. 1, 2, and 3. For each upgrade I control, deal 3 damage to an enemy. So 3 to bring it to 10. 3 more to bring it to 13. 3 more to bring it to 16. And that is game. So yeah, 16 damage. We did a very good job at. Son of a bitch, I forgot. I did not finish the side mission beforehand. All right. Let's see. Campaign. Sabotage the seawall. I did not do, so I did not defeat it. I could have gotten the support for my aspect, but I did not do it. So for the rest of the campaign, shuffle the seawall into the encounter deck. I did, however, kill the Overseer, Mr. Sinister, so he's no longer a thing I need to deal with. And now I have to go ahead and edit this nightmare length of a video, but I have an idea of what I'm going to do. So I'm going to leave that be. But either way, even though we didn't do the side mission or complete the side mission, Rocket, you did very well. I'm proud of you. Thank you very much for hanging out with me, guys. I do appreciate y'all so much. And I'll catch you on the next game. Take care.